Welcome back to another video. Hey, this one is going to be a little surprise for you guys. Okay, now I'm going to be doing a solo progression, and when I say solo progression, I mean strictly solo progression. We're not going to get no help from the Ling skills. We're not going to get no help from Legion. We're just going to be grinding it out straight like I'm just like a new player freshly starting out. Now I will be using my Mercedes Link skill for the haste event, just so that way I can get these videos pumped out for you guys, because I really do want to try making some frequent, consistent content, and the way to do that is by doing the solo progression series right here. Now you're wondering why I might not be like making my paladin as the solo progression. Well, the reason for that is because my paladin is actually, using link skills and stuff, so it doesn't really count as like a pure solo progression. And plus, we had to do our last character anyway, and it just so happened that I haven't made a shadower yet, so that way we can go ahead and get the shadower inside of our crew, our little group of 40 characters. Now this, without the link skills, I'm going to admit the leveling can be a bit slow. Okay, early on at least. You can see for yourself, guys. I'm hitting low numbers. Like if I was to use my Legion and my link skills, these numbers would be so much higher. But at second job, you actually get a really good mobbing skill, which I was surprised, because I didn't really look up the Shadower's skill set or move set, so I didn't really know that you get a mobbing skill like this early on, just into the second job. So I really did enjoy that. Like this was fun to use. The reason why I did want to be a Shadower is because fun fact is, if Shadowers tend to get more mesos than any other class besides Kana. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and state that, just because Kana is insane, but they actually have a passive that lets you get more frequent meso bag drops. So that will definitely come in handy later on, especially when I'm leveling level 200 plus with 3 pets. I'll be able to be grabbing a lot of the meso bags. So I'm looking forward to that, because we haven't even got to get to the farming stage yet, guys. Many of you know I have been playing MapleStory for only 3 to 4 months now, and we passed the 6k Legion mark a long time ago. So this right here is just about getting up my characters to level 200 now. Now this, while I get these characters to level 200, this will be the solo progression series. I probably won't start getting another class at level 200 until we get this class soloing CRA just from solo progression. Now my first class though is going to be able to solo CRA is definitely going to be my paladin, but like I said, the reason why I don't want to do the paladin for solo progression is because we are using link skills on her, and it wouldn't be right. We started it, we didn't do the leveling, we didn't do anything like that from scratch. So this is what I want to do. Like I really want to make more content. I want to get more views. I want to bring the viewers in, make sure they have some fun with this, and that's my goal when it comes to something like this. Now, when we do get to level 200, I'm going to be I might do a little guide on exactly how to get your for the job skills, because I see many people get stuck, because some people don't know that in order to get your fifth job skills, you're going to have to clear Magnus. So sometimes they use their Magnus run and they have to wait till the next day to go back and do Magnus again. I've actually been a victim of that. I know exactly how it feels to having to wait a whole day just to get your fifth job skills. Cool thing about this, guys, is that like this right here, it's gonna be for your meso explosion, which it does okay damage. I wouldn't really prefer to use that. Like the mama skill I have now is I don't really combine my meso explosion with it. I don't even use it really. I really don't. And I think maybe that might be a problem. I don't know. I've been trying to use it. It just doesn't seem to add that much damage to what I'm already doing. So I just keep my mobbing very simple, very linear, very like jumping around the map and just using the button and clearing mobs like that. I definitely have to work on my gear some more, because even with the gear that I have, which you'll see towards the end of the video, it's only penciler gear, but I did end up starring it in I'm trying to get to the, I want to get to the damage rating where I can one-shot the mobs that I'm training at. That's my goal, because if I can't one-shot, it's gonna, like, you know, slow down the pace a lot. So that's something that I got to focus on. Now, bossing wise, when it comes to Shadow Burst and bossing, is it as good as the Paladin? And now this one, this is where it gets tricky, okay? If you know how to dodge, if you know how to be mobile, and if you know what you're doing on these bosses, Shadower can definitely be better than Paladin in some aspects, okay? And I say some aspects because we can't take a shot, like we can't take a boss hit like a Paladin can. A Paladin can take a boss hit and still have more than half of the health remaining on that class. So that it gets very, it's like a very technical thing. It just depends on your play style, honestly, guys. You know, whatever you feel like you want to play is what you should play. But if, like I said, if I'm comparing these two classes, I love my Paladin. When it comes to bossing, I absolutely love the Paladin. It's very simple. You get your iframe is literally 30 seconds long. 30 seconds long. So it's like that just, it makes bossing very, very simple. And I think that's why I was so attracted to the Paladin, just for that reason alone. It's just like bossing is very simple in that class. Now I'm excited to get out of my comfort zone, guys, because we haven't had a class like this to boss with yet. We've been bossing with our Paladin, and I mean it's very easy to boss on the Paladin. If you don't have enough damage, you're not going to kill the boss. But if you have enough damage, you're going to clear the boss. It's that simple. There's no technicalities that when it comes to the Paladin. I mean, it all depends on what your range is. If you have the range, you'll be able to clear the boss. If you don't have the range, you won't clear it. It's that simple. It's not like, you know, some classes you'll die, you'll use your whole death time, or how do I say this? You'll use your death count before you can even finish the boss, but yet you still have enough damage to finish the boss. It's just that you keep dying to all the moves that the boss uses, because you don't know the boss yet, you haven't learned it, or you just get unlucky. And that's the thing with the Paladin. You can take the boss hits and still, you know, be alive and still use your 30-second iframe and still do what you got to do to clear the boss. So that's the reason I like the Paladin so much, guys. But like I said, we're trying something new. You see the lines. I mean, Assassinate doesn't do this many lines. I really love the way this skill looks. Even looking at it in the video right now, this skill is amazing. I like how many lines it does, but that's just the third job skill for the bossing, guys. Fourth job skill is called Assassinate, and it's pretty fire. I love the look of it. I love how much damage it does. And really, I've never been the type to pick a assassin class over a warrior class. So this is like way different for me, guys. This is way different. This is out of my comfort zone, and that's the point of this, guys. That's the point of the whole series. We are making YouTube content that you guys can enjoy and that you guys can tag along. You know, try to keep up your character with my character. If you're new to MapleStory, you're planning on making a new character, go ahead and make it. You know, we can progress together. And if you need help with anything like that, guys, go ahead and join the Discord. I'll leave it in the bio so you can go ahead and, you know, come ask us questions. We have a lot of people talking in there, so anybody will love to help you guys. And if you're enjoying the video so far, go ahead, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Now, leveling wise, guys, when it gets to this level right here, 140, it actually is not too bad. Like, you see, my damage actually went up a lot, and it takes like two hits to clear mobs. I think at the point that I'm at right now, which I won't spoil it, but I think I'm doing good enough to where my training is very efficient. Now, I say pre-level 160, guys. Before level 160, it was okay. The training speed was okay. It wasn't too amazing. Like, it's not no arc leveling. It's not a con leveling. This is just a regular explorer class, and I'm sure you guys know about the explorer class. I think they're slower than the Cygnus classes, except for Nightwalker. That class is in its own league. I get nightmares even thinking about that class. But we have a lot of things that we have to do, guys. We have a lot of goals that we want to accomplish with this series. Our first goal is just going to be getting to that mill range. I'm very excited to get to the middle range. Now, the way I'm gonna do that is just by, you know, I won't even spoil it for you guys, but when we hit that middle range, that's when we know that we're ready to start like hardcore bossing. And then after that, our goal is going to be doing, we're gonna reach for the cubes. We're gonna make sure we get our gear to legendary, and we're gonna be going for CRA. I want to say CRA is the first hard boss, or normal Magnus is really the first hard boss I consider being hard that you need in solo, and then after that it's going to be CRA. So we'll get ready for that. But yay, if you have the explorer guy or explorer classes, or you have any class that requires mastery books, guys, make sure you just get the mastery books out the way. You know, I know it costs quite a bit, and I mean, it can be kind of tedious if you have a lot of characters like I do, but it's always worth it to just get the most potential that you can out of the skills that you have, because it makes training a lot more easier. Like, don't keep your skills at a low level, especially when it comes to, you know, passives or buffs. Those are the main ones that you want to make sure their levels are maxed, because you get a lot more damage out of it. You get a lot more like potential out of it, is, you know, the best way I could describe it. And really, I don't think you ever need more than five mastery book level 30s, and I don't think you ever need more than, at least I want to say 6 mastery book 20s. So altogether, it's definitely under 100 mil. So guys, if you want to spend your Ursus Day money on it, then I definitely recommend that. And last but not least, guys, we have the Star Forcing. We want to aim for 100 Star Force by level 160, because, you know, that unlocks a lot more training spots for us. And if you don't know anything about training and you want a very efficient route of training, you can go ahead, click on my YouTube channel. It's my first highlighted video. You can watch the whole leveling guide. You know, click on whatever level you need to get to, and it's right there in the description. I plan on upgrading my leveling my leveling guide to 250 once I actually get this character up there, because this is going to be one of the first characters that we reach 250 with, only because it's a solo progression. I know people love watching solo progression, so that's why I'm so dedicated when it comes to this class. And like I said, I never really chosen an assassin class over a warrior class, but this is something that I'm actually enjoying. Like, I actually love this class so far, and I didn't expect that, because I didn't really care for the dual blade, but yeah, I care for this class. They're similar, but they're really different. It's hard to explain. They're similar, but they're really different. And the thing about even this class, it can use a shield, so we're gonna have to be going for, you know, the best shield in the game eventually when we get our smithing to level 10. But other than that, guys, I really appreciate you guys for coming and stopping by and watching this video. If you watched it all the way to the end, you're definitely an ICG squad member. And if you aren't an ICG squad member yet, guys, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and I'll be coming back with more fresh content. See you guys later. ICG squad out.